Welcome to another edition of Business Buzz. I'm your host, Mark O'Brien. And today, kind of an exciting edition because we are at the brand new location for Dudley's Downtown in downtown Alliance, Ohio. I'm sitting here today with Brian and Tara Dudley, the proprietors, the owners, and I think I met you both a few years ago, sort of through Wally Armour, a mutual client and friend, and then I've had a chance to taste your catering over the years at various events, and it's always delicious and fantastic. So we're excited to see sort of your expansion into a whole new location. Now, this is formerly Checkerboard Cheesecake, wasn't it, in downtown
Checkerboard Cheesecake
Alliance? So that's, if you want to tell people where you're located, and they may know a little bit about the history of this location. How did this sort of come to be?
Yeah. Well, Teresa, who had Checkerboard Cheesecake, she had Checkerboard from 1986 on, I think.
86, 89, yeah.
So anyway, we do a lot of catering, and we were catering a wedding last June, and she did the cupcakes for that wedding, and I had never had an opportunity to meet her.
Right.
So she was like a little local celebrity. Everybody loves Teresa. Mm-hmm. So we went over and introduced ourselves to her. Chef Ryan and I, and just chit-chatting, and she was like, well, this is probably going to be the last time you guys see me because I'm retiring, and so I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, so if you know anybody that needs a big kitchen and a lot of storage space,
right,
we got it all down there. I'm selling the building, and I was like, ooh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, we might know somebody, perhaps, that could do something
I
like.
I went running home and told her, like, hey, big kitchen. And she was like, no,
yeah,
we don't need that.
I was going to say, I understand she was a little bit less enthusiastic initially, but you were able to coax her along, and now...
Yeah, coaxed along until, I think, October was when we revisited. And
right.
So she, I reached out to her literally on, I think it was like October 26th. It's funny because she woke up one morning after, we were, we're people of faith, so I'm part of this men's group, and the men's group that I'm in, we were talking about how we need to grow because we were busting at the seams over at our other shop.
Right.
And so we were praying about it, and that Friday, she actually came to me and was like, hey, I think we should go look at it.
Right.
And so we contacted Teresa, and she was like, I'm not putting it on the market until November 1st. And so
the Lord told her to wait.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
So we signed an agreement with her on October 31st.
So you kind of had the inside track then.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah. That's funny how things sort of happen that way.
Absolutely.
You're working an event, you just happen to be there with someone, and they mentioned something in passing, and had you not even been sort of catering that event, you wouldn't have, might not have happened. Now, I know you got the location, we'll give it a plug, of course, the location down in Damascus, which has been there for a few years, right?
Yeah,
and
we took over that 3.5 years ago, so it was just a G's Pizza, but we've merged the G's out, and it's just we call it Dudley's in Damascus now.
Right.
So we do a lot of events over there, and it's more geared towards pizza and ice cream,
right,
and community outreach. And
well, it's I know it's very popular, so this is going to be a little bit different, right? The sort of things you're going to do. Now, this is predominantly going to be like an event spot and then catering out of here. This will be your main.
So this will be our main catering hub. We're calling it our tasting studio.
Okay.
Where people can come and plan tasting events with us.
Or maybe if you're, I would assume if you're planning a wedding or something. And in fact, I just was a part of one of those this past weekend in Cincinnati. So I know you sometimes taste what you want to put on the menu for your wedding guests, absolutely. And that's part of the production. So you guys, I'm sure, will be doing a lot of those things, and this will be the spot where people can come.
Yep. A lot of those, and then and then if somebody wants to have like a small private party, we have all this space here, and so it's not going to be a full service restaurant, at least not right off the bat anyway. I think as time goes on, we'll probably implement a small lunch menu and then go from there. But we have our mobile units and all that, and we just bought the lot right next to us.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so.
Well, it was always a very nice space. You guys
Yeah.
have improved it greatly. It's
Yeah.
beautiful in here. Downtown Alliance certainly
Yeah.
needs this type of
Yeah.
business, and I hope that people will support it. I
Absolutely.
have an inkling that they will. In fact, you mentioned before we started taping something about you're planning a grand opening that's
Yes.
coming up on the 4th of August.
Yes.
And you did a couple of social media posts, and what kind of responses did?
I think we've had about 30,000 touches on that so far. So.
So let's just say you get 1%
Yeah.
of 30,000. That would be quite a night.
Yes, absolutely.
And what can folks do during the grand opening? Will you be giving tours?
Yeah, we'll be giving tours, and we'll have our mobile pizza oven out here. We actually will be doing a pizza buffet that night.
Okay.
So we'll be throwing a bunch of things out. We'll be doing some raffles.
Okay.
And then we'll have our famous ice cream.
Right.
So, everybody loves ice cream.
Absolutely.
So we'll be doing that, and yeah. So
Well, that's wonderful. And what time will that be?
the ribbon cutting is at 5.
Okay.
So
And then
so-
you'll just
and then
go into the evening as far as.
really, yep. So I think really 5 to 8, but
Okay.
we if there's some stragglers, we'll still
Okay.
keep feeding people as long as there's people out there
Right.
to feed.
Absolutely. And so it'll be sort of by appointment only initially, right?
Initially,
That's
yeah,
kind of how you'll do it, and you'll be taking part in a lot of the events. I know you did the downtown event this past Friday night, right? And you do those events.
Yeah. So we plan on doing different things. Like we're as far as events go here. Like I think we're going to do a seafood boil in October and stuff like that. So we're encouraging
really?
people to follow us
Okay.
on social media. So when we have these pop-up events where we put out a special menu, to follow us so that they know when it's coming, because it's going to be really they'll be ticketed events and really first come first serve type
Okay.
of basis.
Well, that'll be great, and folks love that. I mean, I do. I know that. I'm just projecting, but those like special clam bakes and things
Yeah.
like that, where it's a ticketed event, but it's
Yeah.
different. It's not something you can do around here. Those, and like I said, I've been able to see you in action. You guys are amazing. Doing these sort of events, you're amazing on site. You guys, I don't know how you get it done, and you always.
We have a great team. So
And it's I like to. I tell people, I'm like, they'll do sort of this exotic, elaborate stuff that other caterers won't do, and you're like, there's no way this is going to be good. There's no way they're going to pull this off, and then it's always right on point and fantastic. So you must have besides the two of you must have a great staff
we
working
try to
for
we
you.
do,
Absolutely.
and we try to think of food differently.
Right.
We like to say we're a no can caterer. So
Right.
you won't see us using can openers and
Right.
dumping
Right.
that stuff in. Everything's fresh and prepared by hand and leaving our sauces.
Right.
So.
Well, this is exciting, and good luck to you both and to your whole staff here. Now, I always like to ask sort of at the end, is there anything we should know that I forgot to ask? There probably is, there usually is, that they should know about your new location.
We have plans for a little courtyard over there, so
Yeah.
we're going to be hopefully by the grand opening we'll minimally get the lights hung and
Okay.
some more seating out there, and because we do plan to be outside quite a bit with the oven
Right.
when weather's nice, and
Yeah, I think.
encourage community to
Yeah.
show up and hang out. And
Yeah. So I mean that building it used to be a building right here, and it burnt down
Okay.
in 2011, and so I know some people were going to be turning it into like a food truck type of lot, but we were
Right.
able to work a deal with them to buy it, and we started cleaning it up,
Right.
and but we have some things planned. I know
Okay.
a lot of people. We might try to do something sort of like what's going on in Louisville, where they have their umbrella alley, probably a little bit of a different take, and
Yeah.
where everybody can enjoy it. Another little seating area. People
Yep.
enjoy.
I
their
grew
food
up
and
over there. I
coffee.
live over there, and that's really that umbrella alley thing really
Yeah.
took off.
Yeah.
Like I was like, wow, and it was a lot of my classmates from high school that sort
Yeah.
of put that together from
Yeah.
we're old, class of '84. But anyway, they started doing that and developing that based on a town in Europe, I think, where they saw it, and it really is a draw for the town. So that'd be great, and that's the kind of thing that the Downtown Alliance needs. So
we never really planned on coming down here, but the opportunity made it possible. But I mean, there's so many cool little shops and all that down here. I mean, there's even an escape room. We didn't even know about the escape room, but
with a little mall across the street too. I think I saw you in there getting coffee one day, and that's when we started talking about doing this. And that's a great little spot. And so it is. It's very cool. If folks want to, you mentioned follow us or get on our mailing lists, or what's the best way for them to connect with you guys so they are made aware of these events that are coming up?
So we have our social medias are Dudley's in Damascus and Dudley's downtown. But we also have our website, which is dudleysindamascus.com. And then we also, we will be launching our newsletter here soon for like the the email list that goes out. So we'll have stuff on our grand opening to sign up for that, so that people can stay in tune with what we're doing here.
Very good. Well, thank you very much. This is exciting news. So everybody come on out to the grand opening on August 4th, and happy to be here today with Brian and Tara from the new Dudley's Downtown. And this has been another edition of Business Buzz. I'm your host, Mark O'Brien.